Good morning. This is Psychic Danielle Garcia, and I have your energy forecast for the week. Today is August 31st. Deep breath. Are you ready? Today, the Schumann resonance is a 7, thumbs up. Super, super awesome. So everything is in alignment there. Easy peasy, nice and balanced. Get ready, folks, because the theme of this week happens to be emotional release. We've got 6 planets in retrograde with a full moon coming tomorrow, which means that full moon energy is going to be amplified, what my guides like to call full moon on crack. So get ready. Emotions can be very, very high. So now is the time to work on release. What can you let go of? What can you clear? What can you detox from, whether that's physical, emotional, mental, etc., etc., etc. What are you feeding yourself? What are you tapping into? You know, it's really time to prepare for the shit show because the next 4 weeks are going to be a mirrored energy of what we experienced in March. So that can go one of two ways. We can go deeper into anxiety, deeper into fear, deeper off the edge, or we can choose to look at those shadow parts of ourselves. We can choose to look at the things that are not so easy to look at. We can dig in deep and do our personal work and be accountable, be responsible for our own actions, our own emotions, instead of continually pointing the finger that it's their fault. It's because of what happened here. It's because of what happened there. It's because of this person in stature, this person calling the shots, etc., etc., etc. If we continue to vibe at this lower vibration, well, guess what, folks? We're going lower. But if we release those lower vibes, whether it's from this lifetime or lifetimes past, and we embrace the light and we continue to shine our light, we continue to embrace our power, we're only going up. This is all about ascension, isn't it? Isn't that why we came here? To evolve as souls? So evolving as souls, yes, you're going to bump up against darkness. You're going to feel what it's like to lose. You're going to feel anger and resentment and fear, anxiety. But you also enjoy the duality of joy and love and content and peace and calm. So know that these energies coming in, they're going to be triggering all of that for you. So what should you do? How can you prep and prepare? Make sure you're doing a daily practice. I cannot stress that enough. As big of a pain in the ass as that can be to make 5 minutes for yourself, or, listen to a meditation, go for a walk, take a bath, phone a friend, whatever that might be, 5 minutes in the grand scheme of your life really is not even a drop in the bucket. Aren't you worth that? Aren't you worth looking at those issues that have been holding you back from your greatness? Now is the time to do the personal work, because guess what? When you do the personal work, you affect everybody else in the world. You may be feeling hopeless and helpless right now because you can't change certain things about a pandemic. You can't change certain things about riots or laws or injustices. You may feel helpless. However, big change comes from positive intention. Big change comes from positive energy. If we're just adding to the fear, if we're just adding to the anger, if we're just adding to the rage, then we become a part of the problem and not a part of the solution. It's time to take ownership and accountability for yourself, for your feelings. Will you choose to resist this? If you choose to resist looking at those darker parts of your shadow, if you choose to only focus on the negative, well, you're going to get dragged further and deeper into the shit show. And that's not fun, because sooner or later, whether you're doing it from a higher vibration or a lower vibration, you're still going to have to look at the truth, no matter what. So now is your choice. Will you resist? Will you struggle, or will you surrender? Will you fight, or will you go with the flow? These energies coming in the next 4 weeks are going to be very, very trying. So do different things that are going to help your body ground. Do different things that are going to help you emotionally release. Again, whatever that might be for you. It's so important also to connect with the planetary energies instead of doing what I've done before in the past and hiding from them. You know, I sometimes dream about just getting a case of tequila and a bunch of good books and going into a selenite cave someplace, but that's not reality. We're human. We have to deal with this. We are spiritual beings. This is our time to release the struggle. This is our time to surrender to our higher self, to our higher power, to have faith and trust that we're going to make this okay. But if you want to keep hitting your head up against the wall and believing that life is pushing you down and the universe doesn't have your back, well, congratulations, you're going deeper into the shit show. I'm just absolutely keeping it real here. So one thing that I have learned in my life and I embrace when I am in that vibration of surrender is one of my favorite mantras, which basically is, fuck it. You know what? I have no power over what this person thinks or what's going on over here. So fuck it. I'm going to raise my vibe higher. No matter what I do, no matter how much I worry, no matter how much I stress, I can't change that person. I can't change that experience. I can't change that situation. So you know what? Fuck it. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I'm still active. I'm still able to make different choices. I'm still able to align with my higher self. I'm still able to connect with my spiritual team. I'm still loved no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what amount of chaos is going on around me. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. So if you want a simple and powerful and very human and very real, and I'm sure I'm probably going to lose some of my woo-woo followers, and God bless you, you're right to choose, because some people don't like my verbiage with this, but honestly, now out of all times in our reality as human beings, it's time to get real. So just say, fuck it. Fuck it, move on, be you. Fuck it, move on, do you. Fuck it, move on, vibe higher. Because if you want to hang out in these lower energies of fear and anxiety and stress, it's just going to be a big ball of nerves and it's going to affect you. And it's going to affect you negatively. So why not just say, fuck it? You know, sometimes I even attach my little mantra with a specific song, and then I imagine that song playing in my head. So that could be a good tool for you too. Anyways, prepare, get ready to cleanse, get ready to purge, get ready to detox. Don't add to the chaos. It's time to take a deeper dive in and look at those shadow parts and decide, hey, will I embrace these? Are these working for me? Have I learned what I need to learn from them? Am I ready to move on? Bing, bang, boom, lesson over. Or is there something else I need to understand from this? If we all did that together as a collective, imagine what miracles we could manifest. Imagine how much life could be better just for you if you alone did that. So I challenge you, look deeper at those things that are harder to look at. Today is a wonderful day to release. Tomorrow is the full moon. I encourage you to get out there, stand in the moonlight. Allow that moonlight to absorb through your energy field. Allow your body to absorb that moon energy. Get outside in the sun, even when it's 110 degrees out here in Las Vegas. Get outside in the sun. Get some vitamin D. Get out from screen time, connect with nature, connect with the elements. Right now, we really need to ground to Mother Earth. She needs us and we need her, and we need to embrace these other energies that are going on. They're triggering us. This is like a healing crisis that humanity is going through, as well as the planets around us. They're trying to help us, even through the shit show, right? Even when we have I'm sure everyone has encountered something where they've cut themselves and the cut has become infected. Well, what happens? All that ooh and goo comes to the surface, right? And you got to deal with it. You got to take care of it. It's a purge. It's a detox. That's exactly what's going on right now. So decide how you want to deal with that. Will you struggle or will you surrender? It's time to either go with the flow or keep hitting your head up against the side of the wall. All right, today's card draw is from the Messages from the Guides deck by James Van Praagh. So let's see what cards come up. That one almost jumped out of the deck. And that one did. Love is your energy. Wow, hard to hold this where you can actually see it. Love is your energy. Love is the highest vibration of all, is it not? So think of when you get into these areas of release, how you can love yourself through that. It's not about letting yourself off the hook, but it's about becoming Pono, being in balance with the situation. What is your part of it? What do you own in that experience, relationship, thought form, belief, whatever that might be? What is your part in it? And how can you bring love into it? The next card, kindness counts. It's really, really hard to see with this glare. Sorry about that. Kindness does count, so be gentle with yourself. When we dig into bits of shadow and start taking accountability, it isn't about making a list of all of our faults and, believing in what a horrific wretch we are. It's about seeing, okay, yes, I did this and I did that, and I can do better. And I'm not going to dwell on what I did. I'm going to be Pono about it. I'm going to create balance with it. And how do you create balance with something that's a negative? Well, you need to bring a positive into it, right? So you learn the lesson, you receive the gift, you ask for forgiveness, whatever that might be. Last card, never judge another. Lots of us are encountering things going on right now with our friends and family where they might have different belief systems, right? They may want to vote for this candidate instead of the candidate that we've chosen. They may be a different political party. They may believe in climate change and we don't. They may believe in a certain movement and we don't. And guess what? That's okay. Don't judge them. They're coming from their reality. Their reality may not be your reality. And instead of judgment, what if you used love as your energy? What if you blessed them? What if you were kind to them? How could that change things? I think it could change it a lot. I think that is an incredible amount of powerful, powerful, powerful healing. So, surrender or struggle, the choice is yours. We've got a full moon coming in tomorrow night. Prep and get ready to release. Get ready to sit outside with the moon. Set your intentions of how you want to move through these next 4 weeks. If you think of where you were in March, that's another wave of that energy coming in. So you can either rise above it, push a positive to a negative, create balance, or you can go batshit crazy and move into the shit show and make things a lot worse. I mean, honestly, I can't get more real than that. So with that being said, remember the mantra, fuck it. Moving on from this. Don't allow yourself to give your power to something that is not worth your power, time, effort, and energy. Stay grounded. We're going to get through all of this together. Have a blessed week.